nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. It's week 11 of this college football season, and our coverage on EA Sports continues. It's the Houston Cougars and the Colorado Buffaloes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. And the Buffaloes headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Running inside, it's Hughes. Can't get him to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking to pass, it's Quegman. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the...
Here's a little room there. 10. Touchdown, Houston. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
They'll move the tight end. The run inside. It's Young. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Ah, bitch.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. He might want another play. Lewis from the gun on third down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Buffaloes send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. To the air, it's Wegman. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted for the 11th time. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
On a cold night, you feel every collision, blocking, tackling, whatever. Even when you get an interception like you did right there, it still hurts. So the cold will be a factor in this ball game. And how about the defense coming out, making a statement right out the gates?
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here's Lewis to throw. Makes the grab.
Oh my God.
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. The 20. Touchdown, Buffaloes! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he made the extra point without problem. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Houston will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Bucs offense ready to begin this drive. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop,
getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis finds the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the 1st down.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Running inside, it's Hughes. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation. So the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close.
Oh my God, bro. Throw that bitch up.
Turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Colorado. The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Looking to throw, it's Beckman. Buys a little extra time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. This offense has it with really good field position. The run inside. It's Young. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Buffaloes have moved it inside the 20. Throwing, Lewis. Working that left side now. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
And the Buffaloes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Houston offense once again. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Back to pass. It's Wegman. Throws to the wideout. That ball was nearly intercepted. They'll live to tell about it. 3rd down coming up.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him started.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play down.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Third down from the gun, Lewis. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. And he missed it. No good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To throw, it's Wegman. Pulls it in, it's Hughes. At the 45, on his way. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Cougars. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Coming out with it, it's Bowie. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Makes the catch. It's Welsh. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where he can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Delayed handoff, it's Hughes. They opened the lane and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. Turning it on. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Maybe some room here. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And the Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting the big sack.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. But a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Running inside, it's Young. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Williams open on the right side. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready, go!
Lewis. Caught behind the line. It's Young. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Buffaloes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Lewis to throw. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with the pick 6. Touchdown, Cougars! Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bowie. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Moore. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught by Williams on the right. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers taking on the Florida State Seminoles. And it's Pitt coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like...
He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score. Touchdown, Buffs.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Throwing, Lewis. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
As an offense, you've got the lead. You've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just the blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Setting up the screen. He breaks a tackle. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Past the 30. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Houston. His 17th touchdown of the season and 3rd of this game.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Bowie. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Lewis on the play action. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete on the left to Williams. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equally. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Lewis. Escapes the pressure to his right. It's a fumble on the play. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Ready? Flag 88. Flag 88. 36-92. Love check. Go.
Play fake. Lewis. On the run. Still looking. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Hard running there. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play, and gets the first down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line, corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Firing to the right, complete. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Right back to the well. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The run inside. It's Hughes. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
32.
He'll bring it out. It's Bowie. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Offense changing the play. Lewis. Caught in the backfield. It's Welch. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Lewis wants to pass. He's going to let it go. Brings it down on the right side. Off and right. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Colorado. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
He'll bring it out. It's straight. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Broussard.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bucs!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside. It's Hughes. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Wegman. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the 1st, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Got a man, it's Hughes. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
The run inside, it's Hughes. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throws to the wideout. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
And that was one of those, gotta have it. I mean, it's a 4th quarter, 4th down. We gotta get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver, but whatever.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to pass, it's Wegman. That's reeled in, it's Hughes. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston 1st down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making...
There's some room. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Cougars with the immediate response.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Fielded in the end zone. It's Perry. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Welsh. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Here's Lewis to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Welch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside for the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Throwing, Lewis. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the catch, and he's free. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Buffaloes leap back on top.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Looking for a man, it's Wegman. Buys a little time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Gain of 26. And first down for the offense.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Running inside. It's Hughes. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Knocked down for the tackle.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Yeah, I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing, but I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
Yeah, well, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals.
Makes a grab and room to run. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the air, it's Wegman. He's got the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Nowhere close close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.